Charlie's ASMR world. Apologies if I sound really bunged up. I think my hay fever is kicking my arse today. I cannot stop. My nose just running and my eyes streaming, as you can see. Anyway, we have a fresh cup of steaming hot coffee. Oh yeah. Oh, that's lovely and warm. Well, I'll say warm. Actually, it's lovely and hot. Okay. Today, I thought we should take a look at the Premier League stats for the season so far. And I've just had a quick glance, and they're shocking. Like, what they actually have. Bear in mind, we are nearly in March. We are like 2 months from the end of the season. And in terms of top goal scorers, it's really, I don't know, I think it just shows how far the Premier League has dropped in terms of out and out goal scorers. But we'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, I hope everyone's good. We had the Premier League over the football, obviously. Premier League over the football, what the hell? Over the weekend with the Premier League. We had a massive win for Tottenham against Man City, beating them 3-2. A brilliant performance, brilliant victory. So good to see City dropping points. I don't know, it gets a bit too predictable for me. Man City winning all the time, it gets very, very boring. So to see them drop some points is not a bad thing at all. And it helps that Tottenham are my second team. We also had Wolves beating Leicester. Wolves are still flying high towards European places. Chelsea and Lukaku, who we'll get onto in a minute or two. Chelsea won 1-0 at Palace. Liverpool beat Norwich 3-1 despite a scare where Norwich went 1-up and were 1-up for quite a while. We had Arsenal beat Brentford 2-1. West Ham and Newcastle played out a 1-1 draw at West Ham's ground. Who else did we have going on? There's a couple of games. Southampton beat Everton. It was 2-0. Another bad performance by Everton by all accounts, and maybe just Everton fans realising that possibly Frank Lampard is not the messiah they'd hoped. And Villa fans, Steven Gerrard and Villa lost again. Lost to Newcastle last week. Lost to Watford at home this week. That was a shock. I'm not going to lie to you. Man United beat Leeds 4-2 at Ellen Road. Great win for Man United. And yeah, so now we move on. Just have a look what games come up this weekend. They're advertising on the TV. Is it West Ham Wolves? Looks like it might be. Yeah, West Ham Wolves. That'll be tough for Wolves, that'll be. And Everton Man City. Right, let's get into the Premier League stats of the season so far. We are nearly in March, so only a couple of months of the season to go. And we're going to get into the goals first. This is the top goal scorers in the Premier League. I'm not sure how many this actually bloody hell goes through quite a lot. We'll just go through the top 10. So it's fine. Number 10 with a 3. Bear with me, guys. What the heck? So I'm just trying to understand what they're saying on here. sense at all. Sorry, the app isn't I'm on the Premier League app, and it just does not make any sense in the slightest. 7, okay. My bad, I've managed to sort it out now. I had no idea what was going on just then. It wasn't in order. Anyway, we have Mo Salah in first place in the Premier League goal scoring charts for the season, which is not a shock really, is it, that Mo Salah is in the top 1 or 2 places. He's actually top, like I said. He has 17 goals for the season so far. Mo Salah probably on current form the best player in the Premier League this season easily, so no shock that he is in top place. In second place we have another Liverpool player. We have Diogo Jota with 12 goals. I mean, what a great signing he has been from Wolves. It really surprised me. But for him to have 12 goals, I mean, for second place in the top goal scorer race, to be on 12, I mean, that just goes to show where we're going with this. Third place we have Raheem Sterling on 10 goals. In fourth place, Bruno Fernandes at United with 9 goals. Emmanuel Dennis of Watford also 9 goals. I mean, that is very, very good for Watford to have a striker in fourth, joint third place, I guess you'd say, with Bruno Fernandes. Rafinha from Leeds also has 9. Ronaldo has 9. Mane has 9 goals. Emile Smith-Rowe has 9 goals. Son has 9, and Jamie Vardy also has 9 goals. So there's only really the top 2 that are, or top 3 that are separated. That's Salah, Jota, Sterling. Then we have a load of players on 9, and a few on 8. Those are Miguel Antonio, Jared Bowen, Riyad Mahrez, Neil Maupay. On 7 goals we have Kevin De Bruyne, Conor Gallagher, Harry Kane, Mason Mount, Saka, Bernardo Silva. But like I was saying, it's quite damning of the Premier League that Harry Kane has 7 goals, Son only has 9, Ronaldo 9 goals. The fact that Bruno is our joint top goal scorer at United. We don't have a player with double digits in terms of goals for the season. And actually in the Premier League there are only 3 players with 10 goals or more. Those being Sterling, 7 goals. I mean, Lukaku's really struggled, hasn't he? On the weekend he had 7 touches against Palace, and I think 3 of those came in the build up to the goal that was disallowed. He had a shot, it came back to CH, who finished it, and it was disallowed. But like, no, with Kane being in such bad form, Vardy's been injured most of the season. I mean, Salah's been able to go away to African Cup of Nations, still come back and be top of the table for goals scored, which is bonkers. Let's get to the assists. We have Trent with 10 assists for the season so far. Great numbers for a right back, or right wing back. We have Mo Salah with 9. Jared Bowen with 8. Paul Pogba, considering he's been in and out of the team a lot this season, he still has 8 assists. Robertson from Liverpool with 8. Funnily enough, his name on here on the Premier League app is just Andrew. Why, I don't know. Gabriel Jesus, 7 assists. Not a lot of goals, but he's got 7 assists. So look how many he's actually scored in the league. This is being bloody stupid now. He has, in terms of goals, 2 goals, but 8 assists. Mikel Antonio, 6. Bruno with 6. Mason Mount also on 6. João Cancelo, 5. Along with Manuel Dennis, Reece James, Mateo Kovacic, Lacazette. Sorry guys. Who would this be? Nathan Redmond also has 5 for the season, with Son. So look at minutes played. Who's played the most minutes in the Premier League? That would be David De Gea. Wow. David De Gea has played the most minutes in the Premier League of any player this season. 2,340 minutes. I think that is like every minute of every game that United have played this season. Pontus Jansson of Brentford just below him on 2,332. Lucas Fabianski, Declan Rice and Edison joint 3rd. Tyreek Mitchell is next. Followed by Christian Norgard, Jared Bowen, Mikel Antonio, Mark Gay. I mean, he must be well impressed with himself. Gets the move from Chelsea to Palace, and he's played pretty much every game, give or take, for Palace this season. Ilya Melier, Jose Sarr. Is it just me or is Jose Sarr one of the surprise signings of the season? For me, he's been absolutely fantastic for Wolves. Max Gilman, another one who's broken through at Wolves in the last 18 months or so and been fantastic. Even been linked with a move to Chelsea now, which obviously I hope that doesn't happen. Tackles, so look at tackles for the season. Norgard, a Premier League high of 87 tackles made. Tyreek Mitchell, 77. Matty Cash, 67. Stuart Dallas, 66. John McGinn, 64. Sally Sue of Southampton with 61. Declan Rice, 60. Mark Cucurella, 59. Yves Bissouma, 58. Dwight McNeil for a winger, 58, that's pretty good. appearances. Jared Bowen and David De Gea both played 26 games, as has Pontus Jansson. Miguel Antonio, Bruno, Sergio Canos, Fabianski, Tarek Mitchell, Christian Norgard, Pinnock, Declan Rice, Edison, Ronaldo Silva. They've all played 25 games, so they've only missed one game. I think we could go through a lot of players by doing the appearances though, to be fair. Clean sheets, this is obviously goalkeepers. Oh, and defenders, okay. So Edison has 14 clean sheets for Man City. Cancelo and Van Dijk have 13. Alisson has 12. Alexander-Arnold has 11, along with Ramsdale. Ben White. Gabriel has 10, with Ruben Diaz, Rodri, Laporte, Matip, Rudiger, Salah. How can you what the hell? How can you give a forward player a clean sheet? That is just stupid. Defenders, yes. Goalkeepers, of course. Not attackers. That's just daft. Okay, now we've moved on to shots. Now these, a couple of these numbers are quite surprising, to be fair. So I remember I said Salah has 12 goals for the season so far. Those 12 goals actually come from 93 shots on target. Well, actually I say on target, there's 93 shots. I don't know if they've all been on target or not. So that means 81 of his shots haven't gone in. Ronaldo, 75 shots and only 9 goals. So 66 of his shots haven't found the back of the net. Harry Kane with 74. Mane 68. Jared Bowen 63. Along with Jota. Rafinha 61. Miguel Antonio is 60. Cancelo 57. Bruno Fernandes 56. Leandro Trossard, what a good player he is. I really like Trossard. He's had 54 shots. What's next? Passes, completed passes. Ruben Diaz. Does this say a lot about Man City, that they like to play across the back a lot? Well, obviously because the top 4 passes in the Premier League this season are all, well, 3 of them are Man City defenders and one's a defensive midfielder. So Ruben Diaz 1765, Cancelo 1736, Laporte 1735, Rodri 1615. But the fact that they are actually completed passes just goes to show how technically good those players are. In 5th place we have Virgil van Dijk with 1574, Rudiger in 6th with 1451, Thiago Silva 1436. Okay, let's finish this off talking about goalkeepers. Now, if anyone's been watching me for like the last 18 months maybe, or 2 years, at some point I'm sure I've said United should sell David De Gea. Let me take that back. We need to keep David De Gea, because although we have a World Cup winning defender in Rafael Varane and old big head Harry Maguire, we still need David De Gea. This man is still pulling off some spectacular saves. The few clangers did say something about our defence, that he's having to face all these saves. But it also means he's stopping the ball going in the net that many times. In second place we have Ilian Melier. Not the biggest of keepers, but still does a good job for Leeds. Jose Sarr in third with 82. Schmeichel in fourth with 81. Fabianski and Pickford on 73. In fifth and sixth place, joint fifth. Hugo Lloris on 69. Robert Sanchez in eighth on 67. Tim Krul on 65 in ninth place. And Emiliano Martinez on 64, along with Nick Pope in joint 10th place. Penalties saved. No one has saved more penalties than David Hay this season. I did not know that. He saved 2. Other than that, everyone else, well, not everyone, but 7 other keepers have saved 1 penalty this season. And in terms of red cards, Ezri Konsa has 2. Other than that, there's a lot of players with 1 red card, but nobody has more than 2 in this season. Yellow cards only. Ruben Neves, 9 yellow cards, flipping heck. Scott McTominay with 8. Bruno Fernandes, Josh Brownhill, Matty Cash, Emmanuel Dennis, Declan Rice, Mohamed Salisu, Luke Shaw all have 7. It's quite telling. I'm just skipping through. No Man City player. Oh, okay. No Man City player has 6 cards or more. Cancelo has 5. Diaz has 5. Rodri has 5. Okay, there's a lot of players on 5 cards, but none with 6 or more. I guess that's quite useful in stopping players being suspended, etc. Anyway guys, that's me done. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on any of the stats I've given out. Who's your favourite player this season so far, or your club's best signing this season? Let me know. I'll see you all again